Alright, so Cyber Station. It's another one of the one act zones where it's normally longer than the others. This one, I like the music in this one, but honestly, I feel like it's a bit too gimmick heavy.
I can see that. You'll see eventually, but I like the aesthetic of it. Very cyberspacey. They got blocky character designs here. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, and like I was saying earlier, because Tails has a smaller frame than everybody else, whenever he uses emerald powers, whenever any character uses their emerald powers, they actually go back to their normal selves during usage, and then when the power runs out, they go back to their blocky form. Tails has a skip here, where if he's next to a wall, when he's using his emerald power, when it runs out, he'll be able to clip into the wall, and yeah, he can use it to just skip the entire level. This game is kind of broken.
I kind of want, like, at the end of this, for you to do an extra video where you show off all these skips.
And I don't actually have time to record all that.
Oh, world champion here, folks. Also,
Well,
as you just saw, there's one of the gimmicks. You transformed and swam around, making that water power up even more null and void.
oh boy, here comes this section.
This is the worst part of the level.
So this mouse section, it's better since we're in co-op. We have the wider camera, so we can actually see. But yeah, you have to go all the way up, and you can't. If you get hit by any of those things, you get knocked back down. You can't even see the those electric things. If you touch any of them, you're gonna get hit. Yeah, this game is a lot better in co-op. But
So what we're saying is, if you like your friends, bring them around, make them play Sonic Superstars. Forget Mario Wonder.
Oh, look,
The vision power up is here.
the one time where we use it, where we get a lot.
Look at how
of
effective it is. We got rings.
Eh.
In a game with no lives.
Yeah, we're just kind of running around. That's actually a bottomless pit. That's a big fast one, and I don't like that.
This is the 9th level. It's gotta get harder sometimes.
Yeah, but they don't have to do it like that. This game loves to throw instant death at you. I swear.
Sounds like a skill issue, huh?
Oh boy, here's this section.
This doesn't seem too bad.
I mean, in single player and in the okay, so if you
you
those,
died?
yeah, if you hit those walls in this mode, you die. But yeah, it's single player, and in the extra mode, it's going to be a lot. It will be a lot more difficult. But here's the boss. Here comes another long boss.
Yeah, you're Super Knuckles. I mean, Super Power.
And
I'm dead.
Yeah, that was just kind of like you got hit by the thing, and because
That was good. I could go eat at this point. You're doing great.
So yeah, I'm just doing this myself. Now, this robot thing, it's the same one that Eggman stole before.
What a bland generic enemy, am I right? If only there was some way that, add a little character to it.
So yeah, you can customize your robots. That's what the medals are for. You go into the shop and you buy custom things. You get, it's supposed to be your metal fighter or whatever. Like you can make Metal Sonic a Metal Tails. You can make Metal Knuckles from Sonic R. There's also a new Metal Amy and a bunch of other metal stuff. There's also a Metal Knights, but you can only unlock parts for Knights if you get a perfect in one of the bonus stages.
I gotta say, that was a great fake out right there.
Yes, but that just means a longer boss fight.
This is one of the better ones.
Yeah.
Well, what's wrong with dying one time and having to fight the whole level again, you know? Builds character up.
I do like that you're fighting a giant version of this, a giant version of your created character. Like, you can make Metal Sonic Kai, and it's pretty cool. Just wish the boss fight was a little faster.
Well, there you go, okay? Overall, though, one of the better levels in the game.
Frozen Base.
What a cool level.
Okay, so it's an ice level, but there's not really that many ice physics in this. We slow down time, we slow down this thing. But the main gimmick here is these conveyor belts, which you can change the direction of some of these, but otherwise, eh. And earlier, we did, at the end of Cyber Station, we could have chose to go either Act 1 or Act Tails. What's interesting is that if you choose Act 1, you skip Act Tails, but if you choose Act Tails, you skip Act 1. So we're not going to be seeing Act Tails in this playthrough, but at the very least, I already did a speedrun of Act Tails on my channel, and you can go and see it in the link in below wherever.
He forgets to link it.
But yeah, you can just see it on my channel. I got a pretty fast time.
A world record?
It's not a world record. Somebody else beat me by 5 seconds before I
Also, look at the Ivy power up once again.
Bullet would have done the same thing.
But it wouldn't have had so much style, you know?
How is it stylish? It's just a plant.
You're going up the plant, you're hanging off of it, it's got good music, come on.
Yeah.
Look at this guy, he's all about the speed, okay? Oh, the bullet, oh.
I'm a speedrunner. I have different preferences.
You know, I was wondering why so many in the radical left enjoy speedrunning. No. What? Look. What? So you're a speedrunner, huh?
That was your fault. You're partially to blame for this too.
I am not a speedrunner.
Oh, look, super emo.
Oh. Look at the Ivy power up. This would be going a lot smoother if we just used the Ivy power up, but no. Or the famous bullet power up.
Okay, then use it. You're all the way at the top.
Yeah, see, you don't need these power ups to do it. Oh god. Oh, okay.
Okay, so... Well, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, I thought the camera was messing up right there.
Okay, we came to the Star Islands for something. What is this fortress doing? Oh yeah,
We
there was Trip with the one Yeti. Yeah, there you are. Hi Trip.
we went there to stop Eggman.
Yeah, well, it's a plot point I'll come back to later, but
We went there to be superstars. Sonic superstars.
yeah, here's this boss. I ended up playing Act Tails instead of Act 1, so I didn't know what this boss was until I came back to it later.
Look at
Ivy,
the Ivy power up.
Ivy's not gonna be used from here. You have to keep moving.
It's propelling me to be better right now, okay? It just ran out right there.
At least this one is one of the better bosses. At least it doesn't waste your time as much as the others. But you're still
Waste
waiting.
your time.
But at least but you still have to wait for it to get into range.
Thank goodness these all take only 3 hits. Good job for the Ivy power up.
Alright, time to go into the next level of this ice level. I wonder if we're gonna have to deal with ice physics. Oh, see, look, Tails did a thing.
Ice level. Well, we're gonna be using them as like motors to ski down the ice slopes in this one. Okay, no.
Nope. It's a. Is this Fantasy Zone? I think it's Fantasy Zone.
Believe so.
I heard people say it's like Fantasy, but yeah, it's a shooter level. It has nothing to do with ice.
Well, up in the sky it would be pretty cold, so
But yeah, each of the characters has different. Each of the characters have different eggmobiles. Like Sonic has Sonic 1, has a Sonic 1 eggmobile. Knuckles has Sonic 3 Knuckles. Tails has Sonic 2, and Amy has Sonic CD.
There's nothing else to this level.
Yeah. We destroy all the things, go up to space.
Oh, it's definitely cold in space, so the name still fits. Oh no, there's those grating sound effects.
Yeah.
This is actually a pretty cool boss fight right here.
I guess. It's just shooter level.
Oh, just the shooter level?
This is the second new Sonic game in recent history where we're getting a goddamn shooter level. Shooting level. Like, I mean, whatever. At least it doesn't overstay its welcome, I guess.
Are you sure about that? Look at this. Phase 2 of the shooter level.
It's not as long as in Frontiers, I guess.
There's a difference there. At least that one is a enjoyable final boss.
Yeah.
And there's no hard update that makes the game hard.
We're gonna talk about that in a minute when we get to the later stuff. Yeah. But here's the final level. Egg Fortress.
Oh, here we go. Go ahead.
It's okay. I like Egg Fortress, but not for the reasons that I'm supposed to like it.
Oh, do tell.
Okay, I think the level design is actually kind of not that good. Like you have these sections here where you have to wait. You have a whole bunch of crushing segments. You have a whole bunch of poor enemy placement, poor hazard placement. I mean, yes, this is the final level, but I feel like it'd be better if the okay. I feel like it'd be a lot better if the game was just if the level design was a bit better. Like this doesn't really hold a candle to something like Death Egg Zone. I forgot the name for it.
Yes, Death Egg Zone in Sonic 2 was a pretty fitting Sonic level, final level. Just a hallway into Silver Sonic, you know.
You know I'm
Very...
talking about Sonic 3.
Yes, Death Egg Mark 2 and Sonic 4. Yeah, quite the final level of the game.
Okay, so I already posted some Sonic Superstar stuff, but there is a skip here where if you go onto these corners or next to these walls, you can skip a portion of the level. For some reason, it's not working here. Like, I'm trying multiple times, but it's not that big of a deal. It doesn't skip that much of the level. It doesn't have that big of a skip over Act 2, so I'm just like, yeah, whatever. We'll move on. You'll move on.
You'll move on to the afterlife.
You know, yeah, we switched back to Sonic and
The best team, obviously. So yeah, like you were saying, you know, Death Egg from Sonic Generations is iconic.
It was that was a boss fight.
Still iconic, you know, one of the better levels in the franchise. Oh wait, Death Egg and Sonic Forces, so good.
Okay, remember this area because we're gonna come back to this. Slight spoilers, by the way. But yeah, we're just moving on. Gotta go through these segments. You can't hit these things while they're at the top. You have to wait until they're all the way at the bottom.
I gotta say, you know, this level's pretty interesting, you know? I wouldn't mind playing through it again. I will say this song, I don't know how I feel about this one.
Act 1 is kinda meh.
It's no press factory. It's kind of growing on me right now. I know you can't really hear it, but you know, listen to the soundtrack later.
The CD enemies are bad. How did I die? Like, how? That's what I'm
Because you
talking.
got crushed.
But how? I was above the thing.
From my point of view, you were below it, getting crushed.
See, I speedrun this level. I can go fast.
That's good.
Come on, Amy, keep up.
Oh, this is her first adventure. So she. Oh yeah, keep up.
You see, that's I okay.
See, Amy pulled back. So, oh, you want to take it slow this time?
I think there's no, it's in Act 2 where I mean, there's a fruit there. You locked me in, Amy!
Come on, Sonic, keep up. Fastest thing alive, huh?
Yeah, so I see the enemy. I'm gonna come back to that enemy in a minute.
You kind of rewind back to that.
This bullet is kind of useless because that section is kind of.
That's how much he loves his power up.
I win in the end.
Oh yeah, you hit a signpost. Good job.
Yeah, Act 1. Act 1 is.
Well, tell me more about Act 1. You know.
It's so great that I would love to do it again.
I know, right? I wish I could just turn back time before I played Act 1 and, play it all over again.
Well, guess what we're gonna be doing in Act 2?
No, what? Yay!
We're playing through the whole thing, but in reverse.
How would that even work? Because wouldn't they also just be reversed too? So he would just like go away and then they just move in reverse back to the start, and then it just loops over again.
Look, just don't think about it, okay?
How can he even do that? We have all the emeralds.
Okay.
Where does the hourglass come from?
Okay, but I was saying earlier about the Sonic CD enemy. Okay, so its blade does not actually hurt you if you attack it from the front, but these enemies, for some reason, the backfires on them will hurt you. They do it so often, but here I'm doing skip. If you see my videos on this, you can tell that there's a skip here. You can just get hit here, and as you get hit, jump, and you get teleported across the stage.
That's why they call him the world champion. Well, day one.
Now, when you do that, you have to hurry up and hit an enemy from above, as if you're jumping on it. So that way you're not in the zero gravity state anymore. But yeah, I found that very close to day one. Well, not day one, but I found it close, and I just hurried up and submitted that to the speedrun community. I found out how to do it. I made my contributions to the speedrun community. I did few runs. You locked me out again, Amy. But yeah.
Called keep up.
But yeah, you can finish the stage in 2 minutes. It's crazy how much time that saves.
Did they at least name the skip after you?
No, it's just Egg Fortress skip.
Forget the speedrun community then. Well, if one of them does the skip. Oh, this is the
Okay.
the Joe Barracuda skip.
Okay, but there's another skip here that I did not find, but it's going to be the final boss skip. I ended up messing up here. I waited. I got on. You're supposed to get onto the elevator as soon as possible. We messed up, so I said, alright, we're just gonna have to kill each other. I mean, kill ourselves.
Team fire.
So, what we need to do is get onto the elevator as soon as it shows up. Use bullet. You can do it with Ivy, but it's better to do it with bullet.
Oh, say that again?
It's better to do it with bullet.
Ivy?
We go up, we go past the we have to do it, we have to do a specific amount of inputs in order to get past the kill planes to get into the boss arena. If you do it wrong, you can either go inside the boss arena, in which case you can just trigger the final boss. And also, here's the final boss. The final boss is actually really freaking long.
And bad.
Yeah, and if we die at any point, there are no checkpoints in between. There's 2 phases, and there's no checkpoints in between. So if we die, that's it. We have to redo the whole boss fight. We're not doing that. Instead, I'm gonna do the final boss skip. I'm just showing you what the boss looks like real quick, but I tried it again, and I actually did get over this wall. What's interesting is that there's a dev capsule over here across along that seam that I tried to get to, but I failed, I missed, so I ended up going all the way to the left to hit a kill plane to try again. I tried a few more times and I failed, so I ended up switching to Knuckles for this. You see, Knuckles is the easier version of the skip if you... Oh yeah, and also, I did more of these skips. I tried to get Okay. There's a lot of things going on. I even showed Maverick how to do a fortress skip because I had no rings, so he had to do it. All he had to do was just get hit. How I do it usually is get hit, and as soon as you get hit, jump.
Hey, I did it.
He's a
I'm
speedrunner
the
now.
speedrunner now.
Yeah, all he has to do is just jump on an enemy from above. I can't help him here since I got off screen. But all he has to do is jump on an enemy from above.
Did I die? Okay.
It's fine, but yeah, that was fun. But we ended up getting back to over here. I'm doing skip again. I almost got it with Sonic the first time, but you don't really need Knuckles. This is just the easy mode version of the strat. You go straight up 3 times, then I go up left, and then keep holding left, and hopefully you make it past the wall. If you don't make it past the wall, you can either land here, and yeah, I landed on the capsule. I used Knuckles to climb the wall to land right on the capsule. We don't have
Man, what a final boss. Oh my god.
Yeah, we don't have to go through the final boss.
Yo, look at that. We beat him. Yeah.
Doing
The recording feed died.
Doing this way actually causes the game to freeze, or sometimes it will crash. To avoid that, you can just use play again to not have a crash, but yeah, that's
Or you could
final
just play
boss.
the final boss.
No, I'm not wasting my time with that. The final boss is incredibly long, and it's just not really worth our time because it's just not a good boss. Again, the problem is that these bosses take too long, and the final boss is the most egregious part of that. But yeah, that's final boss. But we're not done with the game yet. Come back next time for what we unlock after beating main story.